Good afternoon, our viewers. Welcome here at Science TV News at 1 p.m. I'm happy to invite you, our viewers, to this New Year 2024. I am your host, ELVIS ODHIAMBO, and my sign language interpreter voicing as Takindi. Let's focus on the news updates. The Kenya Union of Special Needs Education Teachers, KUSNET, has urged the Kenya Revenue Authority to squash a legal notice displaying that persons with disabilities have to review their certificates of tax exemption every 3 years. Speaking to a local media house at his office in Narok, KUSNET Secretary General James Torome labeled the requirements as unjust, further highlighting that the financial burden and demanding nature of this process for people with disabilities. The union is now calling on members of parliament in the Labour and Education Committee to intervene in this matter.
Then failure for the members of parliament to table a bill in the parliament to repeal the KRA Act. We have no option. We are going to take a private motion in parliament so that other members of parliament can assist, because this one is now a tsunami. Challenges which they face when they are trying to acquire this certificate are so difficult. You have to go to the hospital near where you come from. Then you have to wait to be invited in Westland, where the National Council for Persons with Disability offices are located. The bigger question which is ringing around our minds, there are disabilities which are irrevocable. If you take these people in circle after every 3 years to go to see a doctor for make a recommendation, for them to be issued again with a certificate for them to be exempted from the paying tax, we are saying you are not giving justice to where it belongs.
And away from that news update, Kenyans embraced the arrival of the New Year 2024 with fireworks exhibition at the Old Mutual Tower in Nairobi. This tradition, which began in 2017, has become a beloved symbol of hope and celebration in the city. President William Ruto painted a rosy picture of 2024, confident that it will bring Kenyans prosperity and economic growth. In his New Year's address, the head of state stressed that the national path is bright, even if some recent policies have accused temporary hardship. President William Ruto while acknowledging the economic challenges faced by Kenyans, defended his administration policies, urging that their long-term benefits outweigh the short-term benefits.
I acknowledge we do not have a strong history of commitment to positive transformation or a culture of consistent promise-keeping in our political leadership. This may explain why many anticipated that this administration would abandon the commitments we made under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. It is in this context, for example, that I understand the invitation by some for us not to honor our commitment on account that they are either too onerous or simply unattainable. For the record, I want to tell them, we are breaking new ground and charting a new political culture for Kenya. Instead of excuses to abandon our nation's transformation, I invite the skeptics, opponents, and the indifferent to change their perspective and embrace our new paradigm shift to pursue inclusive growth with a sense of urgency, where leaders say what they mean and mean what they say.
And away from that news update, we have President William Ruto in his New Year address acknowledged implementing austerity measures like reducing government spending and raising taxes to control the debt and boost revenue. President William Ruto, while touting his government's accomplishment, critiqued the judiciary for impacting certain policies. On other news updates, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has urged his boss President William Ruto to ignore outside noise and he lead the country. Speaking during the New Year celebrations held at Nakuru County State Lodge, Gachagua assured that the head of state will continue to have his support as the Kenya Kwanza administration continues to deliver its mandate to Kenyans. Gashagua's statement comes after opposition leader Raila Odinga said the coalition will, in the new year, mount pressure on President William Ruto's government to cut taxes. And now allow us to take a short break. We'll be back with the sports news.